YouTube? The Internet Income Ninja here with another video. And during this COVID pandemic, I hope you guys are still staying safe. A lot of people are there thinking that everything is honky-dory right now because a lot of places are opening up. That's not the case. So just remember to continue to wear your masks, continue to sanitize, wash your hands, don't touch your face, your nose, your mouth, anything like that. Just stay safe, alright guys? Alright, in this short video, I just wanted to say first and foremost that you need a die-hard attitude if you're going to get this thing done. Now, I'm not saying you need to step on people to get to where you need to go, but you do need to have the attitude of nothing will ever stop you, nothing will even beat you. Life cannot get you down. Right? And I just saw this quote by Muhammad Ali: if you even dream of beating me, you'd better wake up and apologize. Like nobody, nothing, no one should even think that there's a possibility of even ever having a win over you. And that's the mindset you need to have whenever you're going after your dreams. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to be sharing with you one way that you can earn money by reading books. And if you watch till the end of the video, I'll also share some other opportunities with you. But this website is called ACX, and this website is the middle ground between people who write books and people who narrate them. Now, you've probably looked for books. Well, I don't know if you've looked for books, but there are still people who like reading books. Some people don't, but there are many people who like reading books. There's another set of people who don't mind listening to books. So there's people who are on the train or on the bus to work, or while they're working they like to plug their earphones in, or while they're working out or doing their favorite hobby, they like to listen to something while they're working. And so audiobooks have become a huge thing. Even if you go on Amazon.com, if you look up a book, I guarantee you there's an audio version of that book on Audible or some other platform. ACX is the middleman between you, who would use your lovely voice, your amazing talent. You're practically going to be one of those voice actors in a sense. So you've probably watched Disney movies, like Disney Pixar movies, where you hear the voice and there's this character brought to life through voice. In a sense, that's what you're doing. The author writes the book and they need someone to read or narrate the book and bring it to life through voice. So acx.com, and let me give you a quick walkthrough. It's not going to be very long, but if you have any questions about what ACX is, rights, legalities, promotional codes, bounty referral programs, stuff like that, that's this tab here. If you want to know how it works, whether you're an author who also narrates, just a narrator, a print publisher, an agent, or studio professional, this is where you'd go. If you want to promote yourself via social media, here are all the platforms. Further tips on how to do so. And marketing, there's that tab, promote yourself. There is the production resources section. Right? So lessons and resources, so you could skim through this to see best practices, how people have gotten more gigs done, gotten more buys, how they've projected better, just stuff like that. Audio terminology glossary, ACX audio submission requirements, and if you need help, there's customer service and stuff. And this side is probably going to be of some of the highest importance for you, and we'll just get to that in a sec. But the audio book that you narrate will be available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes. Right, so I mentioned Audible before, which is sweeping the world right now. So, are you an actor or producer? You already have an audio, or you could get the skills you need. Okay. Overview: there are 2002 titles open for auditions, 190,673 producers to choose from, and 199,318 audiobooks on sale at Audible, Amazon, and iTunes. Alright, so This is not just if you want to do voiceovers, but if you want to also write your own book and then do your voiceover, or if you want to write a book and have it narrated and converted into an audiobook, you could also use this website. So it's a win-win for you to earn money, whether writing the book and having it narrated or becoming a narrator or producer. Win-win. There are many people who want to write books these days. A lot of people want to have something, a legacy that they want to leave behind, and they use books as one of those things. So that's something to consider. You don't necessarily have to be a narrator only. You could also be a writer and have your book narrated, right? So let's head back up and look through the search category. So you can find producers for hire, or you could check titles accepting auditions, meaning books that are looking for people to narrate, or writers rather, writers of books, or books that are yet to be narrated. So when you look through, you can search books by profile filter or title filter. And under title filter, there's fiction, language, accent, vocal style, voice, age, project length, project status. So my bad. Profile filter is the general title, and then under that we're actually in the title filter section currently. So you can search books. You could look through books by title filter if you want. So this one is called Cold Read Like a Spy by Gavin Stone, Deception Uncovered by L.R. Lee, Gravity by Mona Cedric. So you could, have an idea of what these books are about based on title. Or if you wanted to just do the quick thing and skip through using the criteria on the left or the search options on your left. But here's a book on body language, self-development guide to body language. So let's look at this one, for example. So here's this one. Okay, it says that the estimated length of the entire book to read the book is roughly 3.4 hours. So up here it shows you what the book is about, just the title and the main heading, right? So it's about roughly 3.4 hours. The project budget is royalty share. Royalty share means that when you narrate the book and the audio is edited and completed, you're not going to get money up front. You're going to get money for every sale of the audiobook. So whenever an audiobook is sold, you will get the specified percentage that you and the author agreed to. So let's say a book costs $10. If an audiobook is sold for $10 and you agreed upon 40%, you would be getting $4 from each sale. However, because it's royalty, that means that it's pretty much passive income. Once you do the audiobook and the books are sold, then you would always be getting $4 for every copy sold. You don't need to do any other work. You're not paid just once, but every time there's a sale, you get whatever percentage of however many that's sold. It's that simple. Alright, word count 31,235, language English, and they'll tell you the language, they'll tell you what type of voice they want, they'll tell you what sex. So if they want a female voice or a male voice, or if it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So it tells about the title. They generally require an audition, so you can upload your voiceover for a particular section, or just a sample of how you sound and how well you read, and if they like your voice and if they think that your voice brings out the meaning of what they're trying to say. Alright, and they give you as much information as they can about each section. Right, so let's look for another example that doesn't have royalty share, because there are other books or other payment types that go by being paid per hour. So let's look in the fiction section. Okay, so under fiction We could do non-fiction or strictly fiction. We said we'll do fiction, so let's click fiction, click apply, and then it will narrow down all the books to the fiction books that are available. Let's see if we could find one. Abuse of power. Let's do abuse of power. It's not a very long book, about an hour. See if we can find one real quick. My Secret Good Luck Charm. Ooh. Okay, royalty share or royalty share plus. Alright. I believe this is pronounced Kaledama Through the Veil by J. Scott Coatsworth. Kaledama Through the Veil by J. Scott Coatsworth. Alright, so the estimated length of this particular book is 2.6 hours. The project budget is 200 to 400 PFH. Now PFH stands for per finished hour. Now real quick, what does PFH mean, or the cost per finished hour mean? So it means, so here, let's hear what this says. So the audiobook producers are paid based on the length of the completed audiobook times the agreed upon rate. A producer will receive payment at the end of the upload process based on the final runtime of the audiobook. So if it took 4 hours to narrate the book, the producer will receive payment based on the total length of the audiobook, which is 4 hours. Now they have given their estimate at 2.6 hours, but let's say it took you 3.5 hours, then the cost per finished hour would be paid for those 3.5 hours. You get what I mean? So it would be 3.5 hours multiplied by whatever rate. So you will get paid anywhere between this range, but let's say worst case scenario, 2.6 hours times 200, that would be roughly $500 for almost 3 hours work, assuming you stay within the stipulated time, or all the way up to 400 per finished hour, which would run you roughly, what's that, almost $1,000. So I mean, come on, if you could spend 3 hours reading a book out loud, everything's good, the producer does his thing, you do your thing, everything's wrapped up, and you get even $300 per finished hour, and it took you 3 hours, you'd be getting $900 in a day. Sorry, $900 in 3 hours. That's awesome, right? So this book will be sold to the world. There's no exclusive country or anywhere, so that increases the chances of more copies being sold. So that's a win for you, right? So 23,827 word count, 2.6 hours long, with a project budget of 200 to 400 per finished hour. You can crush this. Okay? So if you feel that you have a nice voice, if you feel that you read well, if you feel that you can read with this is just a job, I'm just doing this for the money, as opposed to, hey, this is a job, but I'm gonna do this job to the best of my ability, and you're reading to the best that you can, then this acx.com is probably for you. I met many people, I just had conversations with them, and just listening to them, they just sound like something out of a movie or something you'd hear on a radio. Many people have those types of voices. You're probably one of them. Even if you're not, give it a shot. You never know until you try. Maybe you're shy. Maybe this is a way for you to get your voice out there and to open up a bit. And why not do that by making money? Now guys, this is awesome. Do your auditions, promote yourself, throw yourself out there. But there are some links to some other opportunities down below where you could actually build a passive income by building your own online business instead of relying on people to produce work so you can work for them. Work for yourself. Build a business so you have the freedom to go where you want, when you want. I mean, outside of Corona, of course. But that aside, you would be able to go where you want, when you want, spend your time with whoever you want, how much you want, and be able to earn money while all that is happening. Click the links below, and if you like the content I shared today, hit the like button, share this with someone who could use this part-time or full-time job, and hit the subscribe button because I create videos very often, and one of them could change your life. This is the Internet Income Ninja. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.